The Wide Awakening with Jennifer Hough.
The way the Wide Awakening works is, the place I started is I had to get sick. I didn't have to get sick, but if I wanted to fulfill on the reason why I was born, I was too stubbornly following the path of what I thought my parents wanted, so I had to be redirected really well. Remember that the smarter you are, the more deeply, pardon my French, you can brain fuck yourself, right? So you can convince yourself that you're checking off all the boxes of what society says you should do. Check, 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 check. But it's like putting the ladder that's tall enough to go to heaven against the building that goes to hell. And it's like, well, my ladder's tall enough, got everything I need, I'm going to put it against this building, because everyone told me that's the building I gotta climb. Then you realize halfway up the building, holy crap, the ladder's on fire at the top. So then I said, okay, I gotta change where I put my ladder. What am I climbing towards? And instead of being an economist for a large multinational, I had to get super sick, almost died, have chronic fatigue, depression, welts all over my body from a clogged lymphatic system, and serious candidiasis with migraines. How's that sound? Yum, 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 right? And so I had to get answers. Well, my path through nutrition had me meet all the people that started to activate the possibility of going direct with consciousness. I started to talk with earthly and non-earthly beings, started to see things, started to and before long I'm like, oh my god, this is the answer to that event where I said I needed to build bridges for humanity to be different. That is how TWA was born. Because I was in nutrition and I realized that nutrition is great, it gets people started, including me, it got me 2/3 better. I didn't die because of it, but that's still survival. I realized that by working one-on-one with people, that most of why they were getting better is because of the conversations I was having, where I was bridging them back to reality and bridging them back to peace and calm and how you have a great life and transmuting all the old stuff that was in their way. And that's how Get Out of Your Own Way was born. So the very first program we take people through is Get Out of Your Own Way. Because I knew that you had to get out of not your own way. It's really your greater self's own way. Or another way of saying it is get out of the universe's way. You with me? So I knew if you didn't get out of your own way, if you couldn't see who you really were, you have no reason to thrive. All you'd be interested in is taking supplements and doing cleanses the rest of your life just to get by. But in showing what's potential for human beings, all of a sudden there was a possibility to thrive. There was a possibility to thrive, but then I started, this is how Innate Abilities was born. Then I realized in my quest to bridge heaven back to earth, that of course human beings had multidimensional DNA. I knew that we had DNA, of course, because science studied it, to give instructions to this physical part of us. DNA, double-stranded, twisted ladder of potential instructions for our body. But what gave us our multidimensional characteristics? Why were some people so intuitive, so instinctual? Why did some people love without question? Why were some people so unconditional? Why did some people see the greater possibility, like Gandhi, for the world, and just stick to their guns and just know what they know and not be wavered? Why do people have all these incredible abilities that aren't part of our three-dimensional characteristics? They're like other dimensional characteristics. Why are people able to see vivid color or see energies or talk to angelic realms? Like, why can they do that? Because it makes their life better, for sure, and it certainly enhances and brings heaven to earth. What brings heaven to earth is your ability to actually experience the dimensions of heaven while on earth. That's what innate abilities is. So I realized that unless I could help people to embody those abilities, do you understand? That it doesn't matter if I told them all about it. It doesn't matter if I talk about
Sorry.
Wake up.
So often, why that?
So the next thing is this, that once you start learning about those innate abilities and you know it's possible to go direct with consciousness, if you're like me, you want to experience how you use those in your everyday. You want to have the experience of it. So first we're born Wide Awakening Adventures, which we will do occasionally. But really, the immersion experience of waking up to all that you are is flight school. The actual application of everything applying to you those multidimensional abilities, which everyone is a very unique expression of the divine, here to build bridges for all of humanity, not as an obligation, but as a total joy and privilege, and actually exactly what you came here for, because human existence is designed such that it's never perfect, because we're creators. If everything was perfect, there'd be nothing to create. The joy is creating. It's not an obligation to fix what's broken on the earth. It is a joy to co-create on the planet with fellow co-creators, on a planet that has a lot of contrast, such that we can all get back to fluidity. That way, the contrast doesn't have to be so big, because people are asleep. If we can figure out how to help people to embody all of their innate abilities, they don't need to be so awoken by such drastic contrast. Mm-hmm. And then we live a much more heavenly existence. That is the entire purpose of the Wide Awakening. And that is why we do those programs. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And can you see why you would need to get out of your way before you would do something like flight school? Mm-hmm. Of course you do, because you want to know what it's like to get out of the universe's way. Most people have no perception of why nothing is working for them. Once they see the operating system of how humanity works, it's like, oh my God, of course I want my innate abilities. Let's rock and roll. So do you get it? Mm-hmm. That's us.